This week, our Torah portion, or Parasha, is from Exodus 6:2 through Exodus 9:35. It is called Va'era in Hebrew, which means, "and I appeared." In the beginning of this portion, Moses and Aaron were finally confronting Pharaoh to let their people go. But Pharaoh's hard heart was not interested. So each time Pharaoh resisted, God sent a plague to Egypt. You know that fun part of Passover Seder when we get to finger paint with wine for the 10 plagues? Well, God said that he would use these signs, wonders, and great acts of judgment against Egypt to bring the children of Israel out of slavery. But did you know that these plagues were also a direct statement against the gods of Egypt, showing to both the Israelites and all the Egyptians that the God of Israel was mightier? First to be knocked out were the multiple Nile gods, when the god of Pharaoh's slaves turned the entire Nile River into blood. Then, upstaging frog-headed goddess of creation and birth, the Creator sent an overwhelming infestation of frogs to Egypt. And Egypt's god of the dust of the earth? Well, Israel's God turned the dust of the earth into lice with just the strike of Moses' staff. How about the famous insect god? He couldn't stop the Hebrew god from sending a plague of flies to Egypt. To the Egyptian mother goddess, who was often depicted as a bull, God sent the plague of the death of all the Egyptian livestock. Old MacDonald did not have a farm. Then came the plague of incurable boils, which put the gods and goddesses of medicine out of practice. Only the God of the Hebrews, the great physician, could heal their boils. No wonder every Jewish mom wants their child to become a doctor. Or at least marry one. Next was hail. Plague lucky number 7 was not so lucky for Egypt's goddess of the sky. Okay, Parasha Va'era technically only covers 7 of the 10 plagues. But I don't think next week's Parasha Bo would mind if we borrow the other 3. Plague 8 was locusts that devoured all the crops, and Egypt's god of crops could do nothing about it. Even Ra, the sun god, could not hold a match to the God of Israel when God sent the plague of darkness for 3 days. But when after 9 plagues Pharaoh would still not free the Hebrews, God showed himself mightier than Egypt's god on earth, the Pharaoh himself. He sent the final plague, the death of the firstborn. Every firstborn male in a house who did not keep the Passover died, including Pharaoh's own son. Pharaoh and all the gods of Egypt were proven helpless before the God of their slaves. 10 plagues later, and Israel was liberated. Their deliverance was not an overnight victory, but it was a process through which God showed Israel that he was greater than any of their oppressors, and showed their oppressors that he was greater than any of their gods or leaders. He alone is the God who is mighty to save. Whatever battle you're experiencing in your life, remember God is in the process. He will show himself to be greater than anything we face, and we will be victorious in him.